I'm talking to a lot of government CIOs right now, as you can imagine, and there's a number of topics clearly, but the sort of the top one, the top three is support for remote workers. What's kind of interesting is we, at some point when we start to get out of this this crisis, we'll have to reflect on what has changed, what will be different afterwards, and of course some things will be. There's no doubt that remote working, video conferencing, these are things that are going to be more popular in the future because people are now exercising them and realizing some of their benefits where they make sense. But cities have been caught off guard. They don't necessarily have laptops for all their staff. And if they do, they don't necessarily have enough VPN connections. So there's a bit of a scramble there. And then to your point, just to build on the security point, sure, you can have workers at home using their laptops that are work provided or their smartphones and tablets, but also their home computers. So now we mustn't lose sight of cybersecurity. And there's a minimum thing, there's minimums that either the governments need to do or individuals should do if the governments are not yet getting to it. You got to have antivirus software. Please do anti-malware software. And by the way, there's quite a lot of free stuff, so this shouldn't create a burden. But the third thing, and I really want to stress this, I've been doing this my whole career, is make sure you are backing up your data. Back up your data on your home computer, on your phone, on your work computer. Make sure it's backed up to a secure backup. You will thank me for this. It's a small thing, but it's so important. And then finally, my final kind of advice is, and I know this is frustrating for so many of us, change your passwords. This is a great time to change your passwords on everything that's important and make those passwords complicated. And what I mean by that is alphanumeric, maybe with some other, with an exclamation mark, or if your software supports it, a hash sign or something. So people don't like to have to remember these things, but you will enjoy it. And then finally, on the password, if the product allows it, enable two-factor authentication. This is like you have a password, but you also have something like a text message that gets a number to your phone, and then you type it in as well, or something biometric. Two-factor authentication is really very strong. It's a little bit more of an overhead. It's a little annoying, I know, but it's a very good way to protect your information and your connection to work.